Bitcoin pumping big today, and a few altcoins that I'm excited about. We'll talk about that and more. Keep watching. Hey, I'm Josh. Welcome to BlockRoots, and on behalf of my co-founder, Kenner and Clark, we just want to say welcome to everybody who's new and people who continue to watch our videos. We always like to bring non-sensational technical analysis, nothing is financial advice, on the crypto markets. And so with that said, if you've not yet subscribed, go ahead and click the red button below. It's super easy. You'll get notifications when we release new videos. Lately, we haven't released as many, but we're going to continue to do more and more as far as that goes. And don't forget, whenever you comment on the videos, you're in a drawing for $100 of Bitcoin. And so we'll go ahead and do that. Not today, likely tomorrow or Saturday to end the week. So just be on the lookout for that. And we'll go ahead and get started. It'll be a short video because I have some stuff to do. I'm not showing my face again, but I will continue to figure that out as far as when it comes to my camera. Now, before we talk about Bitcoin, just know, again, our partner Phemex has had a pretty good run with adding some new altcoins. And I talked about this last time, but they have added, multiple new altcoins that are hot in the DeFi market. So now you can trade perpetual swaps on UNI or Uniswap coin. So just know that that is new. And if they added that this week, and if you go ahead and click, you're going to notice that this chart has been really amazing overall when it comes to the Uniswap token. And so you're going to be able to find this, trade this, as well as other DeFi assets such as Compound, Lend, and Yearn Finance. And so all those have been added to Phemex. And so if you're into trading altcoins, specifically shorting them whenever they're going down, when Bitcoin in the market goes down as it has lately over the past couple weeks, just know that you can make some decent profitable gains on these if you are trading perpetual swaps. So if you haven't tried Phemex yet, check it out. Really good platform, and they continue to innovate and add a lot of new stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin. And really, I've just got a few lines here just to kind of pay attention to. And so the big drop happened right back from around 12,000 all the way down to around 9,800. Since then, right, we have been trending up, but over the past few days, Bitcoin has, pumped from 11,100 and it's dropped all the way down to around 10K. And so, of course, people were doom and gloom again around this time. But what do you know? Bitcoin pumps again today. That's a nice engulfing candle as far as this bullish candle right here prior to the day before. And so again, this green line is here because this, of course, was where we did break up down from this triangle that we've been, this compression pattern that took forever for us to get out of. But of course, we did break up. We came back down, tested that again, and then we came back up here, and this became support as far as 11,100, 11,150, not exact, but that had then turned into support until Bitcoin, of course, crashed down here. Now, the key area right here where you see this green line below and where price just wicked, and just finally moved on up. Again, this is the area that held as resistance in the previous range. Now, you do see this one area right here on June 1st, June 2nd, that actually broke up, but that was only a couple of hours. That was around daily close and open. So naturally, it looks like price spiked up, but it didn't stay up there very long. I mean, it was just a few minutes, and then eventually it broke back down. So this is kind of deceiving right here. For the most part, price stayed below this level at 10,000, okay? And so we finally broke above it, and we have come back down. And the key to this is that we didn't break down into this previous range, which I think that would be a little bit more bearish if we did break down in this similar range below this line and stayed down here. A lot of people have been just hardcore bearish ever since this drop. And again, the key to this level is that this was a key structure, right? So these were some key structures if you look on the weekly chart specifically, right? These areas right here. And so Bitcoin continues to stay above these areas that that held Bitcoin price down for so long as resistance, and then Bitcoin is now, it's come back down to test these areas, but it hasn't broken below it. So for me, I'm not bearish at all. Can Bitcoin continue to break down? Well, yes, certainly. I think it can still go down around 9,600 to totally fill that CME futures Bitcoin gap. And so But now if you look at the weekly candle here, it looks pretty good, right? We've got this hammer looking candle where price went down, and it, of course, it's getting bought back up. Today's Thursday. Of course, we only have a few more days for this week. And if price does close above 10,600 on the weekly, that would be a really good thing. I mean, I think that would be potential for a bullish uptrend to continue. Now, the key area where we want to break back above, of course, is 11,100, what I talked about earlier. But for the most part, all that we're getting right here are just higher lows, right? And then potentially we'll see what happens here, right? We've got this trend line forming, so we'll see. And that's not a perfect trend line, but you know what I'm saying. We keep getting this lower highs. I want to see Bitcoin break above this level at 11,100, because that would also break the trend line, and that would break above the horizontal, however you trade, and then to keep moving on up. But again, there's a lot of other things to look at, but most of you, I think it's just easier just to talk about levels to watch and prices to watch, and I think that's good enough, okay? So with that said, let's just watch these levels. Want to stay above 10,000 for support, certainly break above 11,100, but overall, if we can get back above this green line here, 10,600, that's going to be the starting place, and then eventually break back above this area that held as support and then broke up as resistance. That would then reclaim that level. I think we continue to make it on back up. Okay, so Bitcoin is not the only thing that's doing well. Ethereum as well is doing really good. Of course, you've got this level down here that acted as, of course, supports, and of course Ethereum, has bounced from there again, and now again you've got a candle that is larger than the previous candle, so somewhat of an engulfing candle. Even though crypto is a 24-hour market, you can't really have an engulfing candle because the opens and closes are at the same price level. But point being is that it does look strong, and so the next place where I want to see Ethereum close, right, is likely probably up in this area. Okay, so somewhere up here where, again, we saw Ethereum just stay above this level, right? It came down here, but then this was still the area before it broke down. So I think that, 371, 372, something like that would probably be a good area for Ethereum to eventually recapture and reclaim. But until then, right, we're going to take it day by day with Ethereum, but Ethereum looks good. Chainlink has been amazing. Now, this candle's ugly right here. This is the 4-hour candle. That's a reversal candle. Okay, see the really thin or really long wick up top. But you know what that said, Ethereum, Link, I keep talking about the previous asset I was talking about earlier, but Link, right from bottom to top, 40%, 42%. That's amazing. Just over the past couple of days, okay? So Chainlink has had a nice V-bounce here. It can't go up forever. So just because this candle looks like a reversal candle doesn't mean that it's going to go back down. It's very likely that we could see price come back down to this area and then move on back up. I want to see it reclaim this area, this green box, okay? So between $10 and $10.40, that's the price where I want to see Chainlink reclaim. Now from there, you're going to get in the sticky situation up here around $12, $13, right? We'll look at that when it gets there. But until it gets there, we want to see price reclaim here. I expect it maybe to drop a little bit. Don't count out Chainlink though, just because for the fact that Link, I've said it many times before, does bounce harder than any other asset when it comes to the crypto market, especially after Bitcoin does a reversal or does pull back. And so, yeah, Chainlink needed this. It went off. It launched off. And look at this. It just went crazy. It went from literally $1 up to almost to $20, okay? And so this little pullback here, this sell-off, along with the Bitcoin sell-off, is nothing to be ashamed of. We're still way up, right, compared to where we're at. We're still 1,000% up compared to where we were in March. And so with Chainlink, again, looks really good. I am bullish continuously on Chainlink. Another one to watch, Serum, right? Again, watching these levels, Serum looks pretty good. This was a key level, that support, and then resistance and support again. Now we're just bouncing from there. So I think SRM or Serum will continue to do well, again, just because the bullish fundamentals with the decentralized exchange that they're building via FTX. And so just be on the lookout for Serum. It does look like it potentially has found a bottom here as long as Bitcoin behaves. And lastly, one of the altcoins that I have been talking about quite a bit, I haven't talked about it here on YouTube, is Shroom. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click on Shroom, and Shroom has looked pretty good. A little sell-off right here from this from this new top, this new local high right here. But overall, Shroom has looked really good. Okay, and so this isn't perfect. This is the Heiken Ashi candles anyway. But when it comes to Shroom, we continue to see just this uptrend of having higher lows and higher highs overall. And this is healthy. You want to see red candles in here, right? See this right here? This green up. I mean, okay, yeah, that went straight up and then it came back down, and now we've just kind of been trending up ever since. But with that said, you want to see this type of price action. This is good. These are people who are naturally taking profits. These are people who bought down around 1 cent, who are taking profits at 10 cents and 12 cents. Taking profit as in, of course, taking out what they originally put in and letting a lot of it ride, okay? Now, as far as Shroom, I've actually been in this asset for a while, since down here, and I've been talking about it. I said, in Discord and BlockRoots, I've been talking about it in some other chats, and I said, look, guys, look, Shroom, this is a really good asset. Overall, the fundamentals, I think it's really good. What is behind Shroom? Shroom basically is focused on in-game assets. If I were to go ahead and go to the Shroom platform here, or to the website, you're going to notice it looks very game-like. And so they're focused, again, on in-game assets. And so really what they're doing is they're focused on a community-owned decentralized exchange with a focus on in-game assets and non-fungible tokens. If you don't know what non-fungible tokens is, again, this is a big industry. The in-game asset industry is overworked. And as far as that goes too, they're also focused, again, on non-fungible tokens. If you don't know what a non-fungible token is, a fungible token or fungible asset, is an asset that can be traded or replaced by a similar asset of the same value, such as $1. It's not the same dollar. If somebody gives you $1, you lose it, you get another dollar, it's still $1. Non-fungible assets are rare, right? They're collectibles, they're cards, they're in-game assets such as skins and other things. They're unique. And so whether you have a ticket, whether you have, a crypto collectible, digital artwork, an in-game item, real-world assets, crypto kitties is an example. There's only one of each crypto kitty, right? But these things cost, I think the highest one costs 600 Ethereum, right? $170,000. So Shroom is actually focused as well on in-game assets and non-fungible tokens, and they're building a decentralized asset or decentralized exchange for these with a lot of cool stuff. So overall, Shroom price has been doing really well. I expect it to continue on up. I am bullish on Shroom. Yes, I hold some Shroom myself. Therefore, I am continuing to hold because I do believe that we will see 20 cents soon, and then eventually, after a big announcement that they're going to release in the coming week, I believe that we could see 30, 40 cents potentially too. So just keep a lookout on Shroom. Shroom Finance, you can actually go to their website. You can buy this now on not only Uniswap, but if you don't like decentralized exchanges, you can also buy it on Hoo.com. The exchange is an Asian exchange, and they didn't even get asked to be listed there. They just listed Shroom because it's had so much hype around it and a lot of bullishness around it overall. So that's always a good sign when exchanges list you when you don't ask them to. So, and the last thing, if you're looking to look at the price of Shroom, another tool that you can use is the Astro tool. You can go to astrotools.io, and this is similar to Dext, and you can actually see all the buys and sells immediately, the price, as well as a chart of different assets that you can find on Uniswap. So just be on the lookout for that as well. It's a pretty cool tool. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I've really enjoyed it. And it's not as laggy as Dext. I do still use Dext, but overall, it is a good platform to use. And so, again, that's it for today. I want you to keep a lookout on these three levels. Bitcoin needs to break above 10,600 and hold that. Definitely needs to close above 10,000, or we're going down to 9,600 likely. And as far as bullishness, I want to see it eventually close above 11,100, break this trend and break this horizontal, reclaim the support, and then we'll continue to move on up from there. But if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, as always, we appreciate you guys. Just go ahead and click the red button below. You'll get notifications, and you'll be in a $100 giveaway. And feel free to leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And we'll make a new video soon. So you guys make sure to trade effectively. Always, thank you very much for your support. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.